Dad, do you think there's people on other planets? Welcome back to Fact or Fictional, the show where we look at cool tech and science from your favorite movies, TV shows, books, and comics, and ask, is this really possible? And if not, why not? Today, at NT Lane 2004 from YouTube requests, the gyroscopic wormhole device from the movie Contact. So now, I'm on a mission to decode some interplanetary alien radio signals. But first, I picked a winner from our first TechFeed holiday giveaway. Thank you for all of your efforts. And this week, I have an Xbox with the Back to the Future box set for the person who comes up with the most imaginative video response explaining what tech they want to see right here on Fact or Fictional. In 1997, let me finish. In 1997, Jodie Foster and John Hurt go on a wormhole-traveling, alien-seeking adventure in the movie Contact in order to decode 60,000 pages of what seems to be an alien signal from the star Vega. I'm not sure if there's anyone better here to help me figure this one out than the Bad Astronomer Phil Plait. Phil, thank you so much for joining me.
Veronica, my pleasure in joining you.
Yay.
Does that make sense? Sure,
Good
why
enough.
not?
Good enough. So first of all, why do you think Hollywood always picks the Jodie Fosters, the Bruce Willises, the Sigourney Weavers to save the planet? I just don't get it. What is it about them?
Well, Jodie Foster is, you know, she has that cool intellect, and Sigourney Weaver's just got that kick-ass attitude. Bruce Willis, you got me. I have no clue.
He's in every movie we do here, except this one, finally. So initially, Jodie was able to identify some abnormal signals coming in from a faraway star, Vega. Can you explain how that sort of signal could be sent?
Sure. In fact, in the movie, the signals are radio waves, and radio waves are a great way of sending information. We use them here on Earth, and your radio stations, that's why they're called that. Radio waves move at the speed of light, so they're really fast. You can put a lot of information into them, like, you know, a TV signal or a radio signal, and they can travel for long distances across the galaxy.
So now in the film, SETI, or the Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence, decides that these signals need to be interpreted in 3 dimensions, so they designed that wormhole traveling device. Do we have anything similar to that?
Not that I'm at liberty to talk to you about.
Or what they'll kill you.
Yeah, this was pretty cool. The aliens, what they did is they took our signal and then they added information to it to build this machine. And they figured out that they weren't just like pages in a book, is what it looked like. You had to actually fold them up into sort of a 3-dimensional thing, and then you could wind up figuring out how to build this machine, which creates a wormhole, which takes you to the center of the galaxy, where you meet your dad next to the palm trees, and then they send you back, and you get to make out with Matthew McConaughey. So for a lot of people, that's probably a pretty good deal. In real life, we don't have wormholes. It turns out they're theoretically possible in that, you know, if you look at the equations by Einstein and these other folks that figure out how space works, the idea is that if I were to, say, walk to where you are, which is in San Francisco someplace, I would have to walk across the surface of the Earth. But if I could go straight through the surface of the Earth, it would be a little bit shorter path.
Now, if the radio waves came straight to Earth, why would we need to pursue alternate dimensions in search for the alien life forms?
That's a good one. That's because radio waves travel at the speed of light, which is sort of the fastest speed that we know of that things can travel. Unfortunately, we're made of matter. And light, radio waves are just a form of light. They travel at the speed of light. We can't, unfortunately. We can only go so fast. And maybe we could go close to the speed of light, but even then, that journey would take a long, long time. And the cool thing about the movie, the thing that Sagan said, is that the aliens are assuming we're not very advanced. We've just discovered how to communicate through radio. So we probably don't have the Enterprise or whatever, you know, whatever other ship you can use. So they tell us how to build this machine, which is using their technology to do it. So that's how that worked. It actually makes sense.
So I'm going to give you the opportunity to make the call here, Phil. Is this a fact or a fictional?
Ooh, first of all, thank you for this privilege. Second, you know, it's both. The movie is based on solid fact, the idea that we're looking for signals, that there might be aliens out there. If they were, they'd be really advanced. They might want to talk to us, how they send us a message. All of that is fairly logical and self-consistent. Where it gets into fiction is the idea that we could build a machine that uses wormholes to travel to other places in the universe. But even that, it's based on pretty good extrapolation of what we already understand about Einstein and all these other things about space and time. So even though it's fictional, still kind of fact. So it's both, but I'd lean more towards fact.
Awesome. I'm inclined to believe anything that Carl Sagan tells me.
It's probably the way to bet.
Just in general, in life. Thank you so much, Phil, for being on the show.
Thanks, Veronica.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I like it. Hey, do you want your face on Fact or Fictional? Let me know what tech or science you want to see right here on the show. If it's tricky enough, you might see yourself on a future episode. Until next week, I'm Veronica Belmont, and this is Fact or Fictional on TechFeed. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and go check out all the TechFeed shows to increase your chances of scoring some sweet holiday swag. I'll see you guys next week.
It's basically like a 2D printer, except for instead of the print head moving back and forth in one axis, it goes forward, back, and side to side, and then goes up and down as well. So what it does is lays a small layer of plastic or chocolate or whatever it is you're printing onto a bed, and then lowers the platform a little bit, and does it again, and lowers the platform, does it again until you have a printed figurine or golf ball or liver model, whatever it is you want.